Okay, guys, and good morning. We are back at it, about to discuss your sports bets for today. On the weekends, your sports betting alerts and Bank with Billy come out a bit earlier. Here are yesterday's results from the prize picks from yesterday, all hitting very easy plays. Of course, I do update these every single day. Now, today, getting into your MLB, we'll talk about your WNBA and we'll talk about your prize picks and NASCAR sports bets as well. This will be my first time talking about NASCAR sports bets. The first time I've ever even looked into those. So I'm very excited to get down there. First, let's get into your first bet for today. Ozzie Albies to simply get over zero point 0.5 hits. The Albies should be a very, very extremely easy one to just get over zero point 0.5 hits. We'll get you a bit of information on his stats and whatnot as well, so you can be most up to date on everything that's going on. Some people are newer to betting, and we'll talk about the odds as well, because those negative odds says that is more favorable. What team? And tell me his stats. Looking into his team, looking into the stats. Okay, this is for the Braves and they 2025 season stats with a batting average of 0.230, 0.230, 6 home runs, 56 hits, 24 RBIs, 242 at bats, 31 runs, 41 strikeouts, 26 walks, .310 on average percent. And in recent games, June 7th versus the Giants with one hit with a .333 average and 3 at bats on June 7th versus the Giants with 0 hits and a .000 average, 4 at bats in June 5th versus the Diamondbacks, 1 hit, 5.5000 average and 2 at bats. Albies has been a solid contributor for the Braves, but his consistency at the plate has fluctuated. And again, those negative, what's that? A negative 195 odds for your Albies. You'll go down here and find your Albies Braves. This game shouldn't. This game starts at 2:10, so it's a plenty of time to be able to get in there, find your player props, find your hits, find your errors Albies down there, and then simply place that bet. Here we go, Ozzie Albies. I say errors Albies, Ozzie Albies for over 0.5 hits, and that's literally just only betting for him to hit the ball literally one time, not even for him to even make the home run or make a base, just for him to just hit the ball one time is what that is. And under 0.5 innings, one total runs for the Dodgers at the Cardinals. Very pretty much self-explanatory there, but we'll still go ahead and get you your information on that. For those of you who don't understand how to read those, with a negative 105 odds, it's not as favorable as the Ozzie Albies, but with under 0.5 innings with one total run, that was for your Dodgers versus your Cardinals. Easy bets to be going for here. When they only got to make a 1 point or one hit or one run, it takes away a lot of pressure of anything crazy that can go on throughout that entire game. And let me remind you, anything can happen fast. Anything can change fast. So they might win. That whole team might lose. Somebody might, Lord forbid, of course, but somebody might get an injury or something like that, not be able to finish out with what they had to achieve or whatever. So those are things to all, of course, always make sure you just take into consideration. When you doing anything, when you betting, or even if you are into the stock and crypto markets and stuff like that, things can go down and turn sideways and change at any time. So really, don't be too much that you can really really do except for place your bet and then hope that you got the information and you're studying and stuff like that, right? Or it's this Drew Ramazan for over 4.5 strikes. Drew Ramazan. I'm in these videos. I just start to click on that button so I can at least bring you guys up to the players. You can at least see who it is and so on and so forth. At the least, okay. I say not too much time to be doing the overall deep dive on every single aspect of this, especially since we have a few other sports to talk about down that list there, as you can see. Drew Ramazan over 4.5. Strikeouts. Okay, now this is the Tampa Bay Rays. 4 out of 5 losses, ERA 2.14, strikeouts 56, a whip of 0.87, and an innings pitched 63.0. We got Drew Ramazan over 4.5 strikeouts for the Tampa Bay Rays. We got to go to your player props. We're going to go find your strikeouts. And we're going for your Drew Ramazan. That was for the over 4.5, over 4.5. Add that on in there. You could change those down to singles rather than bet on the whole thing as a full on 3 bet parlay, and then you'll be able to add on whatever your wager is, however much you would like to trade with, or a bet with. I say trade because we're so used to trading stocks and trading cryptos. Speaking of stocks and cryptos, you got the overall crypto market getting ready to come in for a pullback. They'll be going back to at least retest a pivot point. And you got the stock markets that are going to be opening up tomorrow for a big crash as well, as they're back at the peak towards this 6,000, a very, very, very extremely dangerous position and dangerous heights that these markets are at, retesting 6,000 again. I know I won't mean too much because if you're just going for your sports bets, then you all good. And either way, that won't affect you too much. And no matter what happens with that market, then your game is still going to go on. You got the Brewers going to the money line. You can go ahead and find your Brewers to the money line. That just means winner. Very, very, very easy one right there. And then you got your under 0.5 innings with one total run, under 0.5. What team was that? The Braves versus the Giants. The Braves, what is that? Braves versus the Giants. Over 0.5. Let me make sure I got that right. Oh, under 0.5 innings. One total run. It's a good thing I went back to check. Under, click on the under. And you can I recommend keeping it basic, but you can always go down and add some more. Highest scoring innings, for the first to the second, all the way to the ninth. You could add some more stuff if you in there if you would like to. You see something that excites you down there. As you placing your bets and looking through stuff and stuff like that, you will eventually end up running into something else that excites you. Maybe you done clicked on down there, and as you were going to your player props to go ahead and see who's gonna get the hits and whatnot, maybe you done came across one of the home run things, and you remember that, so on and so forth. Always get a home run in their games. So those are easy ones as well. And yeah, it's a very good, very good. That'd be your sports betting on Major League Baseball for today. For your WNBA pick, I figure ain't no point in me making a whole single video on the WNBA pick since there's only one pick down there, and that's for under 156.5 points with a negative 105 odds at the Suns versus the Mystics. So WNBA, the Suns versus the Mystics. That happens at 2 p.m. And as you can see, I said for under 156 points, the total. Another easy one down there. Now, your prize picks for today. These are, of course, Major League Baseball as well. Very, 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 very extremely easy. I'm picking these. What you got here is M Betts for over zero point 0.5 hits, F Lindor for over zero point 0.5 hits, and Zero Albies for over zero point 0.5 hits. Those are very, very easy, of course. As you know, just looking for them to simply get one hit. Now I gotta log back into here. It's probably gonna take me a little second to log back in really fast. So I'll have to just come back on up into that. But it'd be as simple as just going there and finding your team, your players. And there you won't be clicking on more wages. The page will just be up there for you, but you're really just going to hits, and then you're just gonna find out 0.5. Betting on for them to get over one hit. Very, very easy. Now don't get me wrong, they can still strike out. That is a thing, as you know. So make sure you're moving carefully and accordingly. And I am about to go do an update on your NASCAR Cup Series winners and picks. And we'll talk about those. That will be the first time I'm doing a NASCAR video. Let me see if I can find that up in here. Let me see if I can click on this. Looking for the NASCAR best. Like I don't even think I see NASCAR. Let me see all leagues. Motorsports. Is this what we're looking for? Yeah, that is what we're looking for. Motorsports. We're looking for your NASDAQ Cup Series. Yeah, this is gonna be an exciting one when I get there. This is my first time making one of those, and we'll do some stats and stuff like that on them as well. So, I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all over there, and happy trading.